a prisoner noticed something odd. Every time the old inmate in front of him ate noodles, he'd sneak one noodle onto the floor. When the prisoner glanced down, he realized the old guy was feeding a rat. Turns out, the old man was serving a life sentence, and he was plotting to escape the jail with the rat's help. Seeing that, Morris hatched a plan of his own. One lunchtime, while the jail guards were distracted elsewhere, Morris bent his spoon slightly on purpose. Then he told a staff member, "This spoon's all bent. I can't eat with it." Using that excuse, Morris walked away with not one, but two spoons, and he slipped one into his pocket, hiding it away. That night, he lit a small fire in his cell, and melted the hidden spoon into a sharp tool. Once the tool was ready, he started chiseling a hole in the wall. A guard was heading toward his cell, and Morris had no idea, but his friend waved him down, signaling to hide. Morris quickly stashed the dug-up dirt behind a crate, left the tool there, and quietly flopped onto his bed, acting like he'd been asleep. Luckily, the guard didn't spot the tool and didn't suspect a thing. The next day, as Morris kept digging, he hit a thick iron mesh behind the wall. That worried him. Now he needed something stronger to get through it. Later that day, Morris snuck a piece of iron on him, but when the prisoners lined up to go outside, they all had to pass through a metal detector. As soon as Morris walked through, the machine beeped. A guard stopped him, but Morris handed over the random piece of metal without hesitation. The guard got suspicious and patted him down thoroughly, but found nothing. Morris had hidden the real iron piece inside his shoe. With the strong iron blade, he cut through the mesh, and now the escape route was clear. Next, Morris made a dummy of himself using wet newspaper and old rags. He painted it to look human, plucked some of his own hair, and stuck it on the dummy's head, so it looked just like a real person sleeping. He laid the dummy on his bed, then tried to crawl out through the tunnel. But the real trouble was still coming. When a jail staff member came to check on the prisoners, Morris' friend called out to him, repeatedly, but Morris was busy, climbing up to the jail's roof. The staff member peeked into the cell, and thought the dummy was Morris sleeping. Then his baton slipped from his hand, clattering loudly on the floor. When Morris didn't move at the noise, the staff member grew suspicious. He reached his hand in to get a better look, but by then, Morris had rushed back to bed. He hadn't left yet because he wanted to help his friends escape too. The next day, the jailer got suspicious and searched Morris' cell top to bottom, but Morris was one step ahead. He'd already painted over the tunnel entrance, hiding it perfectly. At lunch, Morris told his friends, "We're getting out of here tonight." When night fell, the three prisoners climbed up to the jail's roof through the chimney. They moved slowly and carefully, staying out of the searchlight's glow. They jumped over the tall barbed wire fences surrounding the jail, finally getting outside. Then they quickly inflated the life jackets they'd hidden earlier, and escaped across the sea, leaving the jail far behind. The next morning, a guard went to Morris' cell, and called out to wake him. When there was no answer, he got angry, unlocked the door, and stepped inside. He grabbed the dummy's shoulder and pulled, and the fake body toppled to the floor. He froze, stunned. Guards searched everywhere for the prisoners, but they couldn't find a single clue. So tell me, friends, have you ever been to jail?